Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I will be talking about the importance of kindness and respect for others. Richard Maybury is a noted writer that formulated two fundamental rules for living that if all people would follow, would end the state that the world is in today. His two rules are, number one, do all that you have agreed to do, and number two, do not encroach on other people or their properties. The first rule says it all, doesn't it? Do all that you have agreed to do. If all people did everything that they agreed to do, there would be no feelings of being let down by others. Everyone would be able to trust, and the extreme negativity in the world would diminish dramatically. The second rule also says it all as well. Do not encroach on other people or their properties. It speaks of treating others with respect. Have respect for other people and treat them as you yourself would like to be treated. Which brings me to my personal favorite, the golden rule of life. If you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. For me, there's no truer way to live my life. If you want to be treated with kindness and respect, then treat others with kindness and respect. It all starts with you. Let's examine the dynamic of kindness for a moment. When you go about your day, take the effort to show kindness to others in every way that you can think of. When you go to the store, take the time to smile and express your appreciation of the work the cashier is doing for you with a simple thank you. Look them in the eye and truly express your kindness. What does that do in the grand scheme of things? Well, the cashier is infused with warmth and affection, even if it is only for a few minutes. This encourages them to be kind in return. The ripple effects of your simple act of appreciation and kindness reach far beyond your simple but genuine smile and statement of thank you. The reverse is also true. If you are rude and unkind to the cashier has a dark and untrusting view of the world because of you, which ripples out in all directions. Kindness matters. If you take the time all through your day to offer words of kindness, appreciation, and encouragement to others, miracles can happen as love begins to flow freely out into the entire world. It is a basic truth of life that we are all responsible, completely responsible for absolutely everything that happens in our lives. I know this may be hard to listen to. It's just so easy to blame others for ugly or unfair things that happen in our lives. And it may seem to be the truth that others are to blame for bad things in our life. But it is a spiritual truth that there are no victims. There is no one to blame for anything. When you accept this truth, you become the master of your destiny. This takes some contemplation to see the truth of this statement, so think about this. Really get into it and learn the absolute truth of this statement, that you are totally responsible for everything that happens in your life. Now, to live in a state of constant criticism of others is unnecessary. It is not for you to judge others or their decisions in this life. If nothing else comes from this video except the message that judging others for their differences is wrong, I will feel like I truly accomplished something of importance. Everyone has their own life to live. It is not anyone else's job to judge them. Now, decisions are right or wrong. You have not lived what you don't know what the other person's life has been. You do not know what prompted their decisions in life. It all goes back to Richard Maybury's second rule of living. Do not encroach on other people or their properties. This means do not judge other people because you do not know the why of their decision. Live your own life with kindness, compassion, and caring for others, and let others live their life in the same fashion. This is how the world changes. Not through wars, not through some new political leader. It starts with you, because you're the only person that can change. You and you alone. This world is filled with negativity and fear, and the only way that you, as an individual, can change this is to have the courage each morning to wake up and be a kind and good person to everyone that crosses your path. If each one of us did this, it would change the world for the better in one day. Acts of kindness go beyond this, though. Kindness is also about not speaking your truth if it means that you will hurt someone else. You have to ask yourself a couple of questions before you respond in a hurtful, negative way. Ask yourself, is this communication really necessary? Is it kind? There are ways to communicate with others to let them know difficult things that are kinder. Take the kinder road. If you are dealing with extremely negative people, it can feel very difficult to rein yourself in and not retaliate in a negative fashion. Let's examine this dynamic for a moment. When a negative person is verbally attacking you, they are letting loose a huge cloud of negative energy that is directed right at you. When you retaliate, you are in turn letting loose a huge cloud of negativity. And it is just like throwing gasoline on a fire. It quickly escalates and huge clouds of negativity are generated that affect you, them, and everyone around the two of you, causing even more negativity and ugliness in the world. So how else do you handle such a situation? I have asked that question of people all my adult life, and the only other way that I have found until recently to combat this type of thing is to go into what I call turtle mode. This is where you do not respond to the verbal assault in any way. You shut down completely until the nasty person moves on to torture some other person. There's a great misconception in the world today that strength is measured by how mean and nasty you can be to somebody else. It is called standing up for yourself. Be the nastiest person alive so that others won't mess with you. Or how badly you can physically beat them up. This is not strength. True strength comes from not reacting, from having the internal strength to not contribute to the negativity in the world today. This is strength, true strength. And there needs to be more of it in this world. And it all starts with you. Recently, I've discovered another way to combat this type of situation, and that is to bring the entire conflict into the light of worldly consciousness via the agency of YouTube videos that show the world the ugliness and negativity of the attacker. Through the light of the world's good and kind people comes the truth of what the negative person has done. The full extent of their negativity comes to light, and it is reflected back to them. With this knowledge can come the desire for that negative person to change their ways of interacting with the world to one of kindness, respect, and consideration for others. I still will not react to a negative person's attacks on my being, just as before. But now I will give them the kindness of a world forum so that they can see who they are reflected back by thousands of good and kind people's reactions. In this way, I will go beyond not contributing to the world's negativity. I will move into helping the negative person see themselves with the clear light of higher consciousness, which is the only way for that negative person to evolve and grow beyond the negative consciousness of their current state. I am so eternally grateful to YouTube to have provided this third method for people, all people, to handle this type of a situation. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. Take care and be kind, considerate, and thoughtful of each other. Bye.